The idea of religion first came in ancient, where we had our own traditional religion. The idea was control, intervention, or spiritual interventions to human calamities like hunger, diseases, and to help those who are vulnerable, like the widowers, children, and people living with disability. Then came the colonialism with their own religion, which we split in Africa commonly as Christianity and Islamic. These were foreign religion. They were made by the white man when we call it foreign. So on this channel of the Unfiltered, about the psychology of human behaviors, beliefs, and identity, I'm going to tackle one of the main big elephant in the room called religion. The effects of religion as a person, the effect of religion on intersexual dynamics, how it affects each gender, and the effect of religion as a country in politics and geopolitics of intercontinents, where we see Africa, man armed with a Bible, while the rest of the world armed with missiles and modern equipments like AI, and essentially controlling the resources that were located in Africa. Most of these countries or continents were never blessed with resources like Africa do, but for them to manage, they had to use a sophisticated tool that hides the cruelty of humans being. But that aside, today on this video, I'm going to cover the effects of religion. In this part 1 series, I'm going to cover how religion is not only dangerous but harmful to self-growth. Religion is something that we didn't choose. Society, our parent, chose this for us. But ultimately, the decision whether to let it poison or destroy our life lies squarely in one's decision. Human beings are categorized in two categories: a prey and a predator. Just like animals, the difference between human beings and animals, we do not eat, but we recruit, we lie, we celebrate, we seduce, we punish. We do something more intelligent than animals because human beings have brains. There's no in between humans. There's only a predator and a prey. This is the silent agreement that we have agreed as we coexist. Within the system of religion entered these two men. One was labeled as a sheep. The other one was labeled a shepherd. The sheep, metaphorically, or socially, or psychologically, is a representation of someone who should not question, who should not use his brain. He's just supposed to believe. He should not ask. He should not think or have a brain of his own for the structure to work. What about the shepherd? The shepherd is the one who has brain, the one only who can communicate with the highest powers, and the one who has authority, the one who can break rules and decide what you should do, what the sheep should do, and what the sheep shouldn't. The word sheep was not an accident. It was a well thought structure of conditioning human brains or the prey for it to be well orchestrated or taken to the slaughterhouse without a struggle or difficult. As we see today, the sheep is being slaughtered. It is being eaten in the day broad light by the shepherd. The sheep is not supposed to question on some things. It's just supposed to believe. And it is given hope to postpone the pain. Essentially, it is prepared just to pass on this planet. Pass to go where? Pass to go to heaven. But the shepherd doesn't want to go to heaven. His plans are here on earth. The shepherd, in biological term, I will call him the predator. And that's why these positions are taken by specific traits of people. People who have no sympathy, people who are not emotional. They are strategic, decisive on what suits them, on consuming, on survival. They are not emotional. Come, bring your tithe. Theirs is not in. They are the servants. Come, bring your sacrifices. Theirs is not in. They are the servant. But who is these sacrifices going to? They tell the sheep it is going to God. But in reality, we know it's the shepherd who wants to eat this money. This is now money. But it is given a good name to close the powers or to enhance the authority that the shepherd has. The tithe, the sacrifices, the very sophisticated words that the sheep is not supposed to question. When we look at the initial initiation of religion, it was to protect the vulnerable, the widower, and the children, and the disability, the people living with the disability. Do you see a church around you catering for these people? Or do you see the man in clothes walking in expensive cars, driving around? They break all the rules that you are not supposed to break. We have heard many cases of these men in God engaging in rape because they understand one thing: this is just a script, and the script is well believed by the sheep. The sheep is not supposed to question. The sheep is not supposed to break any of this law, but the shepherd can. Where does this analogy indoctrinated in the sheep's head? If you look at the Bible, for instance, you see the shepherd was able to kill, and many of the people who were used by the quotes quoted the Bible did break this law. So the shepherd today, the predator, is allowed to break this law conveniently and allowed to get away with it because he's connected and is the only one who speaks with the Most High. What does this inform you? This is a tool for control. And if you don't see it like so, or of this truth threaten your fragile comfort that you have been built and been conditioned never to question, you are a casualty in waiting. Religion is a structure that is not here to defend you as we see it. That's why if you ever think that religion can be on opposition with the government, I'm sorry to say you are delusional. The facts show